Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Malcolm, and you are on Malcolm Talks. I want to thank you guys for visiting the channel. Now, today I want to talk to you about something that I was thinking about the other day. Pretty interesting. Right now I'm on my lunch break, I'm at work, but I figured I would go ahead and make a quick video. And I have a question for you. The question is, when was the last time you tried to persuade yourself? You know, we go through life and persuade everybody else. You know, we try to get money from people. We try to get people to do things for us. We try to get information from people. We're always trying to persuade someone else to do something for us. But when was the last time you actually tried to persuade yourself to do something? To convince yourself to achieve a particular goal, or to persuade yourself to become the person that you wanted to be? I challenge you to do this, and I think there's a good example that you can use, and it's of the car salesman. What does a car salesman do? Because I believe that you can take everything that car salesman does, all his tactics, you can take them and then use them for yourself, which will help you. What happened to my camera? Everything look cool? Which will help you to be able to persuade yourself. So let's go ahead and start from the top. So let's just say you are walking to a car lot and a car salesman walks out there to you. What's the first thing that person's going to do? Hey man, how's it going? I see you've been looking around at some of the models. What kind of car are you interested in looking into? That's the first question. What kind of car do you want? What is your goal? Specifically. Have you had a chance to sit down and think about what is your goal? Have you been specific about it? Not something broad, but really specific. You really need to have that nailed down. What are you trying to do? Number two, what else is the car salesman going to do? Once you find out what kind of car, once he finds out what kind of car you're looking for, he's going to go down all the specs of that car. He's going to tell you everything you need to know about that car. You need to know everything there is to know about whatever goal it is that you have. Look at the details of what goal you've set for yourself. Look at everything that's going to have to take place. I'm looking around because I don't want nobody walking up on me, but look around. Look at the goal. Look at the specific challenges for each goal. Look at the specific things that need to take place for that goal to happen in your life. Really go through with a fine-tooth comb, because that's what a car salesman will do if he's a good car salesman. If you want to buy a Ford F-150 pickup truck, he's going to have everything that you need to know about that Ford F-150. Am I right? As a matter of fact, if he can't explain that to you, then you're going to be like, man, I don't want to buy this truck no more. Not from you. See, when he's knowledgeable about the Ford F-150, it actually increases his chance of selling that truck. The same way, if you're more knowledgeable about whatever your goal is, then you're more likely to achieve it, to persuade yourself to go after it. Number three. What's one of the last things the car salesman is going to talk to you about? You know what it is? The answer is price. Think about it. The car salesman is not going to sit there and ask you, and not going to sit there and tell you, hey, this truck right here is $30,000. Why? Because he wants to save that to the end. You see what I mean? He's trying to get you emotionally involved in the truck. He wants you to see yourself, visualize yourself actually owning this truck before we start talking about any money. Now, of course, you're going to have to qualify people to make sure you're not talking to some bum and trying to sell them on a Maserati, knowing they can't afford it. But by and large, people are trying to get you excited about something before they actually drop that price on you. They want to build the value up. It's the same thing with your goals. You want to build the value of your goal. You know what I mean? You want to really think about what is going to happen once this goal is achieved. Man, it's going to be great. All the different things you're going to be able to benefit from achieving the goal. It's not so much what it's going to take to achieve the goal. one of the most important things is how it's going to feel after you've achieved it. The same way a car salesman is trying to sell you, you need to sell yourself on your goal. 4, you have to be realistic about the goal. The same way that a car salesman is not going to try to sell you a Maserati if you are homeless and you walk up to the car lot with your clothes all tattered. He's not going to try to sell you the Bentley. Don't waste your time trying to sell yourself on a goal that you know is way outside of your, what you feel is achievable. One of the secrets is to create a goal that is actually achievable. One that you believe yourself you can actually hit that goal. Not something way outside of the stratosphere. Some people think you should set your goals super high, which is fine. But I tend to think that you should set your goals that are realistic. Because the whole goal is to have progress. You don't want to waste your time and discourage yourself. Take small steps. Make sure that you're increasing each time so that you don't get burned out, so you don't get discouraged. But the same way a car salesman is not going to sit there and waste his time trying to sell you a brand new Porsche, knowing that you only got enough money for a Ford Focus. So just take your time, pick the goal that's realistic, then persuade yourself on that. Okay? Hope you guys are listening to this, because this last part is pretty deep. You got to figure out a way to test drive your goal. The same way the car salesman wants you to test drive that car. And let me tell you something, that's extremely powerful. They want you to get in that car, and they want you to get in that car bad, because they know as soon as you get in that car and crank up that engine and start driving on the expressway, you're going to picture yourself as owning that vehicle. And once that happens, that's when your subconscious starts working. Now your mind is wanting to make that a reality. It can't tell the difference. So your subconscious mind is going to start taking steps to lead you in the direction of purchasing that car. It's the same way with your goals. If you want to be a professional public speaker, then you have to start test driving that. You have to think of creative ways to test drive whatever your goal is. You have to put yourself in situations that might be uncomfortable, but you'll be forced to speak. It's the same thing as test driving a vehicle. Now, these are all just, I guess you can call them life hacks, mental hacks for your goals. Learn how to persuade yourself. It's one of the most powerful secrets that you can have as a person. And then once you start achieving all your goals, people are going to look at you like, wow, how are you able to do that? Well, you can go ahead and send them right on over to Malcolm Talks. I appreciate you guys looking at the channel. Peace. We'll see you next time. I do a video like every day. Peace.